Program. If you are easily triggered or offended, please exercise caution. Because the hosts really don't care. Warning, this show is not for children. And not for coworkers either. And yes, that includes you, Cindy. And I don't care what your kid's selling. Please let me work and go away.
Good morning. Come here.
She's up early.
I know.
We just started the show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm JJ. That is Deacon, and we are your two dads. We meet here every morning at 6:30 in the morning to talk about
And you see why we're late
and stuff. And we're a little bit late today. And today's one of the days where I'm just like, I just don't even care if things go right. My head hurts a little bit.
That's good.
What's up, Pumpkin? You want to know where Mom is? Mom went to go get her nails done, and it takes like 3 or 4 hours, which is crazy.
Daddy,
yes?
When am I gonna get my nails done?
When are you gonna get your nails done? How would you like to get your nails done this weekend?
Wait, it's today?
No, not today. Just like maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
What do you think?
Wait, tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow.
Wait, is today tomorrow?
Today is not tomorrow. No. Okay, you are up a little too early. Okay, can you go back to bed for just a little bit? Wait till your alarm goes off. Yawn.
Well, I sleep so much.
What? You slept so much? You're up too early.
I slept.
I know, but you're up too early. Go back to bed for a little bit, okay?
I don't want to.
I know you don't want to. That's why I'm telling you to do it.
Can I have my little book in my room?
You know what? Sure, why not? I'm not going to be here with you later today. Then it'll be Mom. Good morning, everybody. You know, your day's already getting better. My day's already getting better. Welcome back to the show. Stuff.
That's sweet. That's
whatever.
Great. I love that.
Hey, we've had a couple of, despite the fact that our show is just off the rails loony lately, we've had a couple of people commenting and following the channel. So thank you to those folks. We appreciate you being here. We understand if you can't comment on the video or in the live stream because you don't want your comments traced back to us because our opinions are so incendiary and what's the word, Deacon? They're like so edgy that people might get. The
I'm not
FBI
edgy.
might track them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not edgy?
Not at all.
All right, Sandman.
Who? What?
Isn't that what you were playing earlier? Your music, your jam. Oh my gosh, you put a bunch of music in here.
I was listening to Weezer. Yeah, Weezer from the.
I can't listen to all of these. Okay,
you're not supposed to. Let me get to it first. Check it. Put it in there so I can talk and do shit at the same time. Quit talking about it. God almighty.
Weird.
All right, song of the day. Shut up, JJ. Song of the day. I picked this one for you. All right.
Me. What is
going
this?
Back to our country songwriters, and Tom T. Hall is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. He is a Kentucky native, and I'm giving you two songs that were written well over 50 years ago, and both of them, you can't listen to both of them now because you got to listen to all of the lyrics in the song because these are songwriters. They're not, so I want you to listen to the lyrics in the song. The first song is called America the Ugly by Tom T. Hall. And then the second song is called The Monkey That Became President. All right. So these are both really well-written songs. They're political. They still ring true today. And then I posted a couple more because if I was posting these Tom T. Hall songs, and I thought, man, his son, Dean Hall, I saw him years ago, Dean Hall and the Loose Eels. And they're a blues band, and I saw him years ago, Tom T. Hall's son. And I thought, gosh, there was a great song that I couldn't remember the name of, and I found it this morning. And so I put it here. It's called "If You Play Another Country Song, I'm Gonna Have to Kick Your Ass," and it's a funny song. And so I put it here. And then there's another one called "Fat Bottom Girl" that's a great blues song. And Dean Hall only put out a couple of albums. But he does a lot of session work. It's Tom T. Hall's son. So there's your bonus songs for this weekend. Tom T. Hall ending our songwriters this week with "The Monkey That Became President" and "America the Ugly." So when you get a chance, listen to those today and listen to the lyrics, all right? Because you can't listen to them all right now. But it's good stuff. You'll like those. You'll like both of them.
Maybe I'll listen on my way to work.
Yeah, you'll like those. Tom T. Hall, he was great. We only lost him a couple of years ago, man. He died in 2021, I think.
Gee. Oh, I listened to a few bars of it, and it's pretty good.
It's a country song. You got to listen to.
I want to listen to the story. You got to listen to the story.
Yeah, he's the storyteller. That was his moniker.
Okay, I think I'm changing the title right now. It's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't have to. We're going to fire the guy that's in charge of making the titles over the weekend. We haven't told him yet. Let him go over the weekend.
We need to have a real sit down conversation with our production staff. I mean, I think some of the people that work around here don't put enough care into what they're doing.
You would think they would put a little more effort into it.
You would think so.
All right, I got to talk, so you're going to have to entertain.
Yeah. All right, folks. Let me load up the new title card right now. I just changed the title on Rumble. On YouTube, it's the same because I don't give a shit about YouTube. Today's title: Evil scientists make synthetic human embryo. Evil scientists make synthetic human embryo. I see Deacon grinning over there. I don't know if you read that or not. All right, this is going to be our first story, our big story. I mean, I don't know. There's some stuff happening.
I like that you took that title.
Yeah. I heard Tim talk about it yesterday, and then I forgot. And then I saw you post it in the chat, and I was like, oh, duh. I was sitting here for like 10 minutes, I was like, I don't care about any of these enough to make there's another vigilante. Oh, there, everything that happens in New York is like funny to talk about, but it's also like, fuck New York. I don't care about New York.
So,
I
know about this story. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I know a little bit about it.
You got it. I'm glad you.
I got it. A team of researchers in the U.S. and the U.K. say they've created the world's first synthetic human embryo-like structures from stem cells, basically bypassing the need for male and female sperm and eggs. These embryo-like structures are at the what go ahead.
No, go ahead, please. Tell the thing.
These embryo-like structures are at the very earliest stages of human development. They don't have a beating heart or brain, for example, but scientists say they could one day help advance the understanding of genetic diseases or the cause of miscarriages. Oh, in case you missed it. No, thanks.
Yeah.
The research raises a critical legal and ethical questions, you think, and many countries, including the U.S., don't have laws governing the creation or treatment of synthetic embryos. Did you ever think did you think that we would have a law for synthetic embryos before 2030, JJ?
I mean, it's supposed to be closer to like 2049, isn't it? 2049. And we're gonna have to just start prepping Blade Runners too, because like these people. Oh my God, Fox News.
Dr. So-and-so described the work in a presentation Wednesday to the so-and-so people in Boston. They said the research has been accepted as at a well-regarded scientific journal, but has not been published. The research was post-published. The embryo-like structures. Says her lab has created were grown from a single human embryonic stem cell that were coaxed to develop into 3 distinct tissue layers, she said. They include cells that would typically go on to develop a yolk sac, a placenta, and an embryo, and the embryo itself. So they took these stem cells, they still had to coax them to develop into, or to to go into the tissue layers, and then the tissue layers include cells that would typically go
Yeah.
on to
Well,
develop these things. They haven't.
the
but
stem cells are the cells that can kind of be anything, right?
yeah. They
And-
can change it
And
into-
the DNA, the DNA information that exists in your like liver or whatever is even though those are very different cells, is the same DNA that's in your brain. So those those cells can become anything in your body. They just turn on or turn off different parts of the structure of the DNA, which means that so they've made like a proto embryo that would eventually become the
right.
placenta, the whatever. They didn't make a brain, they didn't make a like liver, heart, lungs, or any of that stuff. They didn't go that far, but like if they could make that much, they can probably continue to juice it along.
These are baby steps. We're not even crawling yet.
But
she says, I just wish to stress that these are not human embryos. They are embryo models, but they are very exciting because they are very looking similar to human embryos, and very important path towards discovery of why so many pregnancies fail, as the majority of the pregnancies fail around the time of the development at which we build these embryo-like structures. She's
embryo-like. They're embryo-like. They're made out of human stem cells. They are human, aren't they?
They're made out of human stem. I can take my skin and make a freaking little model of a freaking human over here with my skin and muscle, but that doesn't make it human.
All right, what makes it human?
It doesn't have a brain or a heart or an embryo or anything.
Have you met our president?
This is just, to me, this is very interesting because this is the first baby steps of either really dystopian sci-fi future or a really interesting medical leap forward.
Dude, it always starts with like, we'll be able to cure cancer. We'll be able to cure Parkinson's. That's what they always start with. And you know what it always ends with? It ends with like
Arnold
Wuhan
Schwarzenegger
lab
taking over the world.
It ends with some pharmaceutical company.
I've seen 28 days later. Those zombies are fast.
This is only going to go bad. Like we don't need this.
No, it might not though. I mean, I think I don't. I look at this stuff as in the medical field as wonder. This is, I mean, if you want to think of it as God's work, then this is God's work. If you're a deep Christian, what is your Christian thought on this? Then, what's your Christian thought on this?
I mean, this is.
It's not even a human, but we're trying to use it to save babies.
Okay,
so
all right.
Like,
it's not a human.
Shit. Fuck babies.
It's not a human yet. But okay, so just
keep
imagine
it from getting to the human part. She's saying we're studying this right now with this so that we don't actually have to make babies and kill them and see these babies die. We can actually make it from these structures and watch what happens and go, oh, that's why all these women are having these pregnancies.
All right. So
it's like putting it together with Legos.
This evil scientist is well intentioned. But there's gonna be like the fifth researcher after this person that's like, man, I gotta get a paper published, and I really would just want to see what happens if I let this thing go just a little longer. You let it go a little longer, let it develop just a little longer. Oh, my proto embryo, it started to develop like some cells that would become brains, and then they let it go a little longer. Okay, I left my
JJ. Do you think there's not freaking? Do you think that honestly, do you believe that when they said you can't clone people, only sheep? You honestly think there's no cloned humans in this world living that are like 30 fucking years old right now? Cloned human beings. You don't think there's, if you don't think there's cloned human beings living in this world right now, and that they're doing this illegal stuff somewhere in the world, then you've got blinders on. You need to get out of your little tulip butterfly world and join us here in the real world.
There are no cloned humans. They cloned sheep. Hey, I can't make this thing go away, so you have to make
your brother argues with you now.
My brother?
when y'all get into your little arguments on the
No,
on the-
look,
on
I
the
just
chat.
think okay, make this screen go away because I can't for whatever reason.
Okay.
It's stuck.
You can't make this screen go away.
No, I
Okay,
can't.
let me
Once again, Restream is like, hey, let's change the tools and make them not work very well. I think no, I don't believe there's any cloned humans out there.
Okay.
I mean, why would you believe there are?
Why would you believe there's not? Do you believe that all these fucking people in this world were like, oh, we can clone humans? Oh, wait, the UN said not to. We better not then.
No, I mean, part of it. No, it's not that they won't because they are evil. It's that we've barely got this far in terms of the tech. So I don't
Barely
think
got this far in terms of tech. Dude, we've been cloning sheep for 30 fucking years. Dolly was like, that was like almost 30 years ago.
Now, it's not cloning, but the Chinese have definitely manipulated human genomes. They have made genetically modified humans.
We're
That's
just going to
different.
have to agree to disagree. I firmly believe that is real. I don't have any proof. I'm just using logic. My own logic tells me that it would be illogical to think that there's not. So,
this is on topic. Let's see. This is probably going to be for some folks that may not know about this. Let me get my.
Come on, Jeremy. We argue all the time. I'm looking for you to
Today's your day. Today's your day, Jeremy.
Come on, brother.
Bring it on. He's gonna tell me I'm wrong, and there's.
That's right. Come on, Jeremy. Tell him it's wrong.
Chinese scientists who produce genetically altered babies sentenced to jail 3 years in jail. Now, this story is from back in 2019.
Proving my point.
Yeah, well, that's not clones, but I mean, look, I agree with you. There's evil, moral-less evil people out there that will modify human babies in utero.
You don't think that if there is a chance to make humans, if you don't think if there is a chance to make a soldier without a mother and a father, that I could just mass produce these things and have them and train them?
Oh, yeah, we're working on that.
Facilities on Camino.
But
you don't think that if that technology is there, there's not someone somewhere in the world with power and money that's going to abuse that? And so if that technology was there 30 years ago, you don't think there was some scientist somewhere that was working on that technology, that some evil big mastermind comic book villain came in and was like,
dude,
I'll fund you. Mr. Sinister came in and funded this scientist's work. You don't think that scientist would be like, yeah, I'll take your money.
I think a lot of evil starts off as people thinking that they're doing something good or something smart.
I'm using that word because that's the word you used, and I have to use comic book Mr. Sinister.
What?
Comic booky.
I'm not.
Look, you're looking at the comic books now. I've got on a Cable shirt for Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. All right. No, look, I know that. Okay, super soldiers. Yes, of course we're trying to make super soldiers, and I'm not talking about trans persons either. I'm talking about we're trying to make super soldiers, but I think currently our military is trying to get to the point where they can have like drones, automatons.
We're going down a rabbit trail.
Where else are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do this morning?
We're not talking about what we're initially talking about.
I agree with you that government is definitely going to invest in stuff that is good for war, but I think that Dolly the sheep all the way up to proto synthetic human embryo that's as far as we've gotten. So I don't think we've invested enough yet in making Blade Runner people.
Okay, I disagree with you, but okay, I see what you're saying, and I completely understand your point of view. I don't agree with it. I think you're wrong, and that's, I'm sorry.
It might be happening in China, but I don't know.
It's what I'm not saying the U.S. If you heard me say the U.S. or us or something like that.
All right.
In the world, somewhere in the world. This is going
me think
on.
about-
If you
let me-
don't think that it's not, and if you don't think that if it's going on somewhere in the world that the US ain't a fucking part of it, because if somebody is doing something spooky over in Russia, you don't think the US is going to be trying to do this spooky shit too? We tried to do remote viewing in the 60s, dude.
We are the most likely. The U.S. is the most likely country to do this evil shit, behind China. I'd say China is probably the most likely to do it. Then the United States, and then way farther down the list, maybe Russia, because Russia is actually culturally more conservative than us. They actually they're not as like wild and crazy as we are. So we're the most likely. I just think that I don't think we've got there yet, and I don't think we should get there. I'm way more in favor of us building AI drones with guns than
so you try to make these jokes. All right, this is not jokey hour, JJ.
What?
You try to make these jokes. You're having serious conversation.
It's you that's doing this.
Look, I got another story for you that kind of coincides with this. ChatGPT AI recently shined in challenging medical cases. All right. So me and Ashley were talking about this last night as we were making supper. And even though these numbers don't sound great, when I tell you them, you need to realize that this is the very first time that these are challenging medical cases, and that this is baby steps. Remember, baby steps. In 20 years, where is this going to go? In 5 years, where is this going to go? So a novel study put the diagnostic prowess of the generative AI, specifically chatbot GPT-4, to the test, and it yielded promising results. The study involved evaluating the AI's diagnostic accuracy in handling complex medical cases. The GPT-4 correctly identified the top diagnosis nearly 40% of the time, and including the correct diagnosis in its list of potential diagnoses in 64% of the challenging cases. So, presented with all this, I'm limping and my liver's doing this and I'm shortness of breath and blah, 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 blah. So 40% of the time, it was able to come up with the top diagnosis. And in it, when it said list me possible potential diagnoses for this, 64% of the time it was in the list.
Okay.
So this is great. And what I told Ashley last night, this is the potential for is you have these studies, or you have these people and these stories of these people that, like, there's one particular one I remember. This one, I had these little bitty, I didn't think they were skin tags, but they were like this one or two little bitty things that appeared. They're not even there anymore, that appeared underneath my arm years ago. And I wondered what they were, and they were weird. And I was looking them up, and I couldn't find anything. And this is why I remember this story, because this woman said that she had these little skin things underneath her arm, and they hurt her. And she went to 10 or 15 different doctors over the course of 10 or 15 years, and she could never figure out what it was. But she finally, after 10 or 15 years of study, figured out that it was something to do with her whatever, and this, and it was caused this, and she's taking this pill and stuff now and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. So it took this woman 15 years to figure out what this was. This could potentially eliminate the fact that you have to go to 14 different doctors and, I don't know what it is, ask Jim. I don't know what it is, ask Bill. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Jim can go and ask the freaking AI, and the AI the AI is basically all these doctors put together that could give you, well, what if it's this, or this? And out of the 7 things that it lists, that doctor might have come up with 6 of them, but it might not have come up with the 7th. You see what I'm saying? This has potential to completely to help people.
Well, I mean, the first thing as soon as you said that, I was like, I'm going to make a prediction right now. We are maybe like less than a year away from WebMD.ai. So, you know what I mean? Like WebMD would pick this up like right away.
I mean, you could do this. You could use the ChatGPT-4 and put in your symptoms to ChatGPT-4, I guess, I could do it today. I just think it's baby steps with this AI, and I keep saying that with all these different things. But I like to point out the possibilities of AI in 5 or 10 years, in 15 years. I hope I get to see it in 15, 20 years. I hope I'm still here in 20 years, that I could see what AI has done for specifically the medical community, and how it has eliminated. Hopefully, it can eliminate certain things.
Right.
I've said for years, I was like, in 150 years, they're going to be like, oh yeah, 90% of the population of America back in the day had Lyme disease. We just called it, because Lyme disease, if you don't know about Lyme disease, study it. It's not the same for everybody. It's different. It proposes itself as different in every single person. And anyway, I always said that all these, MS and Parkinson's disease and Lou Gehrig's disease and all these things that we have names for, we're going to figure out in years in the future that it was all Lyme disease. It was all this.
Really?
Yeah. Lyme disease is a crazy disease, man. It's crazy. I've studied a lot on it. You could have Lyme disease. I could have Lyme disease, and you would have problem with your blood. I'd have a problem with my bones. Not even completely even similar.
So it's just manifest.
Yeah,
there's I can't remember what it is right now, but there's another not just Lyme disease. There's something. Oh, I'm sorry. What are you doing, Joe? Get out of here. Jeez, I'm trying to delete these things. There's another disease that totally. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of. Wasn't it initially? Wasn't COVID presenting like differently in all kinds of different people?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I fixed our title. Look at this. Evil scientists make synthetic human embryo. I'm only 30 minutes late.
That's great. I love that.
I fixed it. Hey, let's talk about Starbucks. I love coffee. You love coffee. Let's talk about this Starbucks manager who sued. Allow ads on Fox. Damn nation, you fucking ads. And great. I hear my kids. Okay, so there is a Starbucks manager who won a $25.6 million lawsuit after she was. I hate Fox News website. There has to be another source for this story. Starbucks manager. Yeah, we'll just go from Yahoo. Okay, Deke. Bloop. Starbucks manager awarded $5.6 million in a suit over firing following the arrest of two black men.
Yeah.
A jury on Monday awarded $25.6 million to a former Starbucks employee who sued the company, alleging that she and other white employees were unfairly punished and that she was wrongfully fired after a high-profile 2018 arrest of two black men. I don't know what that's about. The New Jersey jurors
these two black guys were sitting in this Starbucks for a long time. They were not ordering anything. They sat in there for a long time. They asked them to order something or leave. They wouldn't leave. They kept saying they were waiting on somebody or whatnot. They eventually told the police that they were waiting on somebody or whatnot, but they wouldn't leave, and they caused a problem, and they wouldn't listen to them. They were loitering, basically, which I guess people forget nowadays is a fucking crime. All right.
So it was on the Wi-Fi. That's what they were doing.
Anyway, the manager asked them to leave and whatnot, and they wouldn't freaking leave. So they had them arrested. And then this white manager, I don't remember if she was the one that asked them to leave or if she was the district manager. They basically needed a scapegoat because they ended up closing down a bunch of Starbucks stores in the area after that and made them go on this mandatory racial prejudiced fucking schooling or whatnot classes.
Right.
All right. And then they ended up firing some white people, including her. And they fired her because she was fucking white. Yeah. And she took it. She protested and took it to the freaking court. And the jury was like, yeah, she did. And this is bull crap.
Please come here. I have to show Deacon what you're wearing. I know this is what you're going to wear to VBS today. Come here. Let me show Deacon. There you go. He's going to love it. Okay, make that screen small. Here we go.
Oh,
here. Hold on. What are you wearing, sweet pea?
beautiful.
What are you wearing?
It Elsa costume.
It's you're gonna wear this to VBS? Okay, that's fine. And you've got a bracelet and a tiara, and you look gorgeous. Are you being
Kelly, she
bashful?
looks
What are you doing?
beautiful. She looks
Deke-
so pretty. I
Deke
thought it
says
was
you look
Elsa
beautiful.
walking in there for a second. I was gonna
Y'all look beautiful.
Does who look beautiful?
Jill.
Well, Jill's not in here.
absolutely.
But
She
yes,
always
Jill
looks
always
beautiful.
looks beautiful. Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? Okay. Bye.
She wants to be beautiful.
Close
and
the
she doesn't
door.
want you to be beautiful. She wants her own individuality. She don't
Yeah,
want the same thing as sis. She
Believe
wants
you me, she is her own individual for
Right.
sure.
all five of
She
mine
is.
are completely
She-
different.
So much personality. All right. Okay, Starbucks. So the jury was like, nah, give her money.
Yeah, $26 million, man. And
You
I
know
think
what?
it's great. I thought when I saw that story, I was like, finally, white people. Honestly, white people have been prejudiced against for years now, and we've had to take it because we're paying for the sins of our fathers. Basically, we're paying for the sins of our fathers, and we're having to take it. I got to answer this phone.
Yep. So, I mean, like, I'm not even sure that she could have been fired for some other reasons, but whatever. The jury decided she gets money, so she gets money. That's the way it is. And the question is she likely to spend any of that money on Starbucks coffee? Probably not, if she's smart. So let's do these websites with these auto loading ads can eat my butt. Stop. Of course it's Fox News. It's always Fox News. I hate Fox. Okay. We're going to do the Georgia man. Georgia man sues Facebook and wins after platform denied access to his account and for personal photos. Crawford repeatedly reached out to Facebook's parent company, Meta Platforms, which also runs Instagram and WhatsApp. A man in Georgia who was denied access to his Facebook account, where many of his personal photos were stored online, took action against the company and won. Jason Crawford said Facebook terminated his account for no valid reason and then refused to work with him on rectifying the situation. So he sued him. I think it's just bad business practice. It's a crappy way to treat people, and at least tell me what I did wrong. Crawford reached out to Facebook's parent company, Meta Platform, which also runs. I can't see her either. I don't either. I don't know where she is. Go look in her room.
Goodness gracious. What's this one? Oh yeah, I love this story too.
Okay. Crawford said, I woke up one Sunday morning. I tapped my Facebook icon. I was locked out. They made it clear I was banned. It just gave me the briefest snapshot of saying that I had violated their standards on child sexual exploitation.
Yeah.
And then it went away. What?
This dude's a lawyer too. This dude's a lawyer.
Jeez, dude. Wow. Well, what I learned is that is the way you submit your appeal or whatever is through your own profile, your own account. If you don't have an account, you have no way of submitting. It's like a dog
so you
chasing
can't
its tail.
submit your appeal.
Yeah.
If you can't get into your account, you can't submit an appeal. And he looked everywhere, and you cannot find a human person. You can't get they make it almost impossible to contact them. So since he was a lawyer, he started putting things in motion. And it wasn't until he had a court date with Facebook and they didn't show, and the judge awarded him $50,000 because they didn't show. It wasn't until then that Facebook answered him finally and opened up his Facebook account, and they still have yet to fucking pay him. But they opened up his Facebook account, but they still have yet to pay him.
Man,
I wanted to post this story because I'm guessing that probably 95 or more percent of our millions and millions of viewers have Facebook. I don't. I haven't had Facebook in over 7 or 8 years. The reason is because I caught my ex cheating on Facebook and plenty of times, and it was so easy to go fishing on Facebook that it is a predatory. It's
Oh yeah,
Facebook it was worthless. I don't need
So
Facebook
bad.
in my life, and I haven't missed it once. So this is what I'm getting at. You people with Facebook, if your pictures and your photo albums of your life is on Facebook, you really might want to think about downloading a program or an app to get those off of there. What I normally do, I don't have Facebook, but I take all my pictures and my stuff from my phone. I plug up my phone to my computer once, usually 3 times a year, and transfer everything. It usually takes some hours, but I move pictures and I move everything that I've saved, over. So I can at least have the pictures saved so they're not like, well, I've got 14 phones in that drawer over there, but they all got pictures on them that, that one's got Maggie's first
I mean,
get off.
There's a lot of solutions for that. There's, like Google
Now there
Photos
is.
can
Yeah,
sync
now
all your
there is.
photos. Yeah.
Now there is, but for people that's had Facebook for a long time, they might not have
So-
ever done that. And like this guy, his whole life, his photos, everything's on there. Ashley will have like, I guess Facebook has done this for a while, but I don't know. I hadn't had it in a long time. It'll come up like 6 years ago today, and this is what you
Yeah,
posted 6
yeah.
years ago. And she'll be like, look at how cute little babies were. Oh, and I'm like, oh, they don't look like that anymore.
Jeremy says Facebook doesn't have any humans to human employees.
I mean, that's, yeah.
I got my alarm company calling me. Hang on, I got to answer this call. my office.
see, Jeremy's exactly right. Going back to our topic, I was waiting for him. Come on now, if it's scientifically possible and morally repugnant, China has already done it, and the U.S. has done it in someone else's country.
Yeah, we are the most likely to do some
Right there.
evil stuff. And
Somewhere
maybe
else.
you might have like some Netherlands, Switzerland country, something like that. Maybe, probably not. Some, crazy European scientists, but I think we're more likely than Russia and less likely than China to do evil stuff.
So my Reddit subreddit is back, and I looked about embedding the fonts in that little thing, and I don't know what the hell. I think everybody's having problems with that specific site that we're going to, the Barnes and Noble site. But that brought up something that JJ and I talked about the other day. Are you looking for something? I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
No, I'm trying. I got an alarm from my alarm company. I'm trying to see if it's like going off or yeah.
So Reddit has been, a lot of subreddits have been down because of this protest that a lot of these moderators of these subreddits decided to go on. In protest, basically Reddit was changing some API rules and third-party apps that offer Reddit services better than the Reddit app. They were going to change these rules and whatnot so that more people would use the official Reddit app instead of these third-party services, and it pissed off a bunch of them, so they shut down a bunch of these
right.
Reddits. And like specifically this one specific subreddit I go to, this subreddit that I was trying to get to, let me tell you, this subreddit that I was trying to get to is called the Home Brewery, and it's specifically for people that homebrew Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So how popular do you think that fucking subreddit is, first of all? Right? It's not very popular at all. But
there's probably like 3,000 people.
4 days. And I couldn't get any of the information I needed off that freaking subreddit because, so basically what they did.
Look at this. Look.
No.
It's still, this is.
Oh, the contest is still down?
Yes.
Okay, so my subreddit came back up yesterday, and they posted something that said, we've removed the mods and put 2 new mods in. So they basically went in, whoever was above them on that, went in, took out the 2 mods that were doing it. And then, so now this story I come across today, because I've been bitching about this stupid protest too. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. Reddit CEO slams the protest leader, saying that he'll change rules now. Okay, so they're now going to change the rules on how moderators are in Reddit, so that average everyday people, like if a moderator does something that's very unpopular, which happens a lot, that the moderator will just do something and it's very unpopular with most of the people in the subreddit. They don't care. They'll keep doing it anyway. But now if they do something unpopular and the majority votes them, they can vote them out as not being a moderator anymore.
Reddit is a great example of a very captured tech platform. We'll come back to this in just a second. Here. Oh, you look beautiful, Jill. This is Jill. Jill. Are you wearing this costume to VBS?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is this costume you're wearing?
That's from My Little Pony.
Rainbow Dash.
It's Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
Lily, don't go behind my chair.
That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. She wants to be on screen too. Come on. Hold on.
So today's dress up day? Is today dress up day?
It's not.
Oh.
It's not.
Okay.
But we're doing it anyway because
Sweet.
Mom said it's fine.
Some days you just go dress up, man. I understand.
Let me do this so you guys can hear Deacon. Okay.
I think you both look super duper awesome today. And
Isn't that great?
If I would have had a Rainbow Dash outfit, I'd have probably worn mine to work today too. But I don't have one.
And you wish you had that.
And if I had an Elsa, I'd probably be Anna. So you could be Elsa. And I could
Should
be
Deacon go put on his princess costume?
Can I be Olaf?
I bet he has one.
I can get a
Hey,
carrot.
do you have a princess costume?
No, I got a carrot and I could be Olaf.
Oh, he could be Olaf.
Yeah, be Olaf.
And you could throw snowballs at me. Well, y'all look really awesome. I hope y'all have an awesome day.
Yeah. Oh, and you have a wand? Is that what you have? Don't put that in your mouth.
A magic wand?
Is that a magic wand, Lily?
It's actually a toy one.
Oh, it's not actually magic.
Good. You're not going to turn anybody into frogs.
It's because if it was magical, she'll just zap this.
Don't zap my computer.
She would if it was magical.
No zapping my computer, please. You're already scaring me with the not magical version. Nope, no, not funny. Not funny. No. Listen, that is a no. That is a no. Do you hear me?
This, Daddy?
No. I'm gonna take it away. You cannot hit my stuff with this.
I'm not.
You did. You did. Take it. Okay. Here you go. Say hi to Uncle Jeremy.
Hi, Uncle Jeremy.
That was cute.
He can't hear you. He's playing Diablo.
Diablo?
Yeah. It's this game where a villager sends you into a hole, and then you go get some stuff, and you bring it back to the villager, and then they send you back into the hole, and that's all.
That's all you do.
It's just again and again.
Yeah, all again and again.
Yeah. You may as well call it hole digging. The game.
Hole digger.
But where's Jeremy? That little bot.
See the little red dot right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's Jeremy, right there. That's him.
And those are the other friends?
Yeah, that's all Jeremy talking to us. Okay. Deacon and I are running this award-winning show, and you guys are probably actually the stars.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
it's
think
the best part of the show.
The best part of the show, for sure. You know what you could do to help us out right now? Do you want to help? Mm-hmm. Could you sing a song? Mm-mm. No? You could probably ask people to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And say, join our Discord.
Join our Discord.
That's right.
Yeah, join our Discord. Come hang out and talk with us. All right. I forgot what we were talking about. Okay. This is pretty good, though.
Oh, we was talking about Reddit.
Daddy, you're not getting a real pagan sign, Daddy.
What?
You're not getting a real pagan sign.
A real pagan sign?
Daddy, you're getting a real pagan sign.
I don't know what a Pegasign is. What's a Pegasign?
Rainbow Dash is one.
A Pegasus?
Yeah.
A Pegasus.
Yes.
What are you asking me?
It's a Pegasus.
What are you asking me?
Can she get one?
You want to get a Pegasus?
I already have a Pegasus.
Oh,
Yes, sir, you
okay.
got one of those.
Either way, I don't know where the wings are.
Oh, you mean your wings for your costume?
Yeah.
Also, where are the rest of your clothes at? You don't have clothes on under this?
I just don't want to.
All right.
Daddy,
I bet your wings are in your costume box.
Velcro me, Daddy.
Go put a shirt on.
No. I don't want to.
All right.
That was great.
Off the rails. We're off the rails. Way off the rails. It's
Sorry.
fine. Hey, we were talking about the Facebook dude.
Reddit.
Oh, we were talking about Reddit.
Yeah.
Go close the door. Thanks. All right. Tell me about Reddit. So, Contest
Oh,
of
no.
Champions Reddit is still offline.
Yeah, I don't know who moderates Contest of Champions, Reddit. Do we still know the moderators? Is it the
know.
people that we still think are the moderators? Because they are so far left.
I don't know because I'm locked out. And
Oh.
there. Oh my god.
We used to know who the moderators were, and they used to be friends of ours.
I knew
but
Chow,
I
but Chow
yeah.
got mad at me. And there's Orwin or something. But look, Reddit universally is just a captured platform.
Yeah.
People of the left ideological bent get into Reddit, and then they get into moderators, and then they gatekeep everything.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I've been a Reddit lurker for years. I don't log in, so that way I can't comment and I can't upvote anything.
Yeah.
So I don't log in, and I haven't logged in forever. I've got an alternate account that I do with my D&D stuff, but I only do D&D stuff, and I stay really positive on that. I don't argue with anybody.
Too much nasty stuff on Twitter. I mean, on Reddit, and I honestly just avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, it is. It's very much polarizing and one-sided on a lot of things.
And I mean,
especially like the homepage and the popular page is very one-sided.
Oh, yeah.
But the the Reddit CEO was sick of it too, and he was like, "No, we'll make a way to."
What does he mean by landed gentry? Is he just mean like people that are invested in posting in the community are more important than people that? Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want that necessarily on my server, on my Discord server, because the people that post the most are the trolls.
He said about 80% of Reddit's top 5,000 communities are back open after what was supposed to have been a 2-day content strike Monday and Tuesday. But moderators of some of the biggest subreddits, including the most populous of all, Are Funny, have extended their protest by remaining inaccessible in private mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's great that they're finally going to have some way to get the moderators out, because I've watched a lot of subreddits over the years that their moderators are shit, and I haven't agreed. And and if you don't moderators agree with sometimes when they answer people, it's straight up, I don't care what you say, fuck you, I'm banning you. You know, it's just like they're not even so.
If you on a lot of them, if you express an opinion that's just outside of their,
what they like,
political bandwidth, then you're the devil bad guy, and so they're pursuing their own moral virtue by banning you because you are a bad person. Anyway, whatever. Burn Reddit down. Burn it to the ground.
I don't know who that is.
We got any?
I don't have any other stories. Let me look in my little dad's secret stash. We went through that's a radio story. You don't want that. No, I have some quotes. I have some good quotes that I've saved here, JJ.
Quotes.
The best way to prevent the future is to invent it. That come from Star Trek. The dead speak to us from beyond the grave. That's what conscience is.
You keep what you kill. That's from Chronicles of Riddick.
And it's always best to sell shovels during a gold rush.
Hey.
There you go. There's your quotes of the day.
I think The Flash is coming out this weekend.
Yes, The Flash is open today. I was looking at the movie theaters to see what me and Deke could go see tonight, and The Flash was on there. We will not be going to waste my money on The Flash. No, before you ask.
Why not?
Why not? Do you really think about that question before you ask me?
Who's your favorite Batman?
I really don't have one.
You don't have one? Is it George Clooney?
No. I would probably have to say Christian Bale just because I love, not Christian Bale,
I don't think
Val
Christian Bale's
Kilmer,
in it.
just because I love Val Kilmer. But
I
I'd
don't
have to
think
say
Val
Christian
Kilmer's in it
Bale
either.
just because those Batmans were good. Those 3 movies were good.
So you're not sold on Michael Keaton Batman
No,
as the big draw?
no. He's about as popular to me as actually. I like Michael Keaton just fine. I like some of his movies just fine, but I did not like him as Batman. I just didn't like him as Batman, and everybody was like, "Oh, he was the best
Okay.
Batman." No, he wasn't.
So-
He was the first Batman since freaking
We are.
West.
Would you agree with me that we may be in a cinematic drought and there's not any good movies worth going to the theater
Yes,
for like quite a while?
the Transformers movie looks awesome, but I haven't seen any of the other ones, but like the first 2.
Oh, I don't think you missed much.
I know.
And in fact, I think the new ones like exist in their own timeline, like the Bumblebee movie and this one forward. Jeremy says Kevin Conroy, best Batman. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
Hey, I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
Kevin
that's what I
Conroy.
mean.
Yeah.
So The Flash is the beginning of the new DC universe. It's the end of the old DC something. Bored. You don't care. And I think you are just like the rest of the audience. I think that maybe people don't care. If this movie bombs, I wonder what it means for Warner Brothers. It's probably not going to bomb. It'll just be like, blah. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Transformers is expected to make another 60 million this weekend. And there is a picture of a giant robot gorilla, which does look kind of cool.
Yeah, the Optimus Primal. And then let's see, the Elemental, that little
Look at this. It's a giant robot gorilla.
Optimus Primal. I know it's probably not Optimus Primal, but that's not what they're
Is
calling
it?
him in here. I don't know what he is, but that's what he was.
Well, there's Optimus.
That's who he was in
know
the
what? That does look
Transformers. It was
fun.
Optimus Primal. Optimus Primal could turn into a freaking gorilla. The other movie is
Okay.
Elemental. It's like a not a cartoon, but one of those. Yeah, it's like a cartoon. What is the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Is this the new one, or are they just playing the old one again? I guess they're.
No, that's the new movie, the Miles Morales movie with Spider-Man 2099 and whatnot.
I don't know if I want to go watch that either. Little Birdman, Boogeyman, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Fast X are on our local theaters.
I think Super Mario Brothers is still in theaters. That movie came out in theaters, and they allowed you to also buy it or rent it. So my wife bought it for the kids.
Did you watch it?
I have seen like 5 minutes of it. My
good.
kids have watched it 7 times.
Yeah, it's great.
7.
It's great. I've seen it twice. It's really good.
Anyway.
It's really good. I like it.
I think we're still in a drought. I would definitely watch Transformers, but I wouldn't go to the theater to see it. And I think The Flash is going to be a total just bomb. So I will. Yeah, I don't know. I just I love movies, but like there's no movies to love right now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big movie watcher too, and I haven't been to the movie.
I just want something to be, like interesting. I want something to be like, thought provoking, conversation provoking. Oh well. Deke, I have a very important question.
Yeah, what's your question, JJ?
What is brown, hairy, and wears glasses?
I don't know. What's brown, hairy, and wears glasses? Here comes a train.
A coconut on a cruise.
This guy I know tried to tell me about a tool that. Hang on, I won't be able to get there.
Choo-choo. Hey, whatever we do for new intros needs to have a train wreck with choo-choo sounds. Oh my gosh, that is such a good one. That is such a good.
That happens. That happens 6 times the other morning before 10 a.m. 6 times. Look, he's still blowing the fucking horn. He's still blowing it. He's just now stopped. Thank you. This guy.
But hey, that's for safety, though.
Yeah, it is. I know. I'm between two. Looking, that's how long the train was. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
That's it. They're usually like 15, 20 seconds, unless they stop. A guy I know recently, JJ, tried to tell me about this tool that makes holes in these hard materials, but I stopped him. I know the drill. Yeah, it was a boring topic. It was a boring topic, but that's all he knows.
Okay.
It was way too many.
What has 1,000 ears but cannot hear?
A cornfield.
Damn you! Stop that!
I recently found an offer for computer speakers on Marketplace, but it had a damaged volume button, and I couldn't turn that down.
What do you call a sleeping dinosaur?
I know this one.
A dinosaur.
Oh, a dinosaur. Oh, I don't know.
Hey, today was the best episode that we have done today. I honestly think I might be sick or something because I feel my head hurts a little bit. I'm going to blame it on the flu. Or
why would you have the flu, JJ? Have you been like just injecting yourself with the flu vaccine for no reason? Well, I mean, why would you have the flu? It's just
not this week.
Oh, not this week.
I've honestly felt great. It's just this morning I woke up. Maybe it's the weather. I'm gonna blame the weather.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and don't blame the pharmaceutical company.
Know. Today was just a weird day. All right, well, whatever. We'll be back next week, and the show will be even better.
Maybe not.
Possibly. We are gonna do like new intros. I think, right?
Sometime, if we'll ever stop this show.
Okay.
Hit the button.